All right, we are back here live on Radio Row, the ship with Darren Smith in San Francisco at the Moscone Convention Center. Joining me is the one and only Robert Davari. He's the CEO who co-founded is it Ticker?
Tixer.
Tixer. I was trying to figure out how to, because I kept Tixer. No, Ticker. Tixer. So he is the gentleman that if you were to come to San Francisco, this guy you want to be friends with because he is hosting all the big parties. So thank you very much for taking time out of your schedule doing today. Powering the best parties in the Bay. Now, for a full list of events, you can go to biggameweekend.tixer.com. Talk about the parties that you have. I have a list of them. I don't know if you want to go through them or I can. We got Shaq's Funhouse Party.
Yep.
Sports Illustrated, The Party. The lineup at Pier 80. One of the ones I'm kind of interested in, R&B and ribs. So how about that?
Was the T-Pain?
I like the ribs. Forget T-Pain, but that's cool too.
The ribs.
That's cool too. Kansas City, man. We barbecue out there. Guys Fieri's, Flavortown Tailgate, and Complex Family Style Food Fest. So, first and foremost, why so many parties, and don't you get tired?
I mean, look, these an event like the Super Bowl draws a lot of people.
Yeah.
The Bay Area is a really vibrant place. People are hyped up. So these parties are a must, so the people that are in town, either visiting for the Super Bowl or just generally locals, have some really, really incredible options to go to.
How long have you been doing these Super Bowl parties?
We're probably on year 8 now of doing the Super Bowl parties. Yeah, it just became a thing where there's a handful of, in local markets like, Miami, San Francisco, where the Super Bowls have been, we just had great promoters and venues that people do parties at. So this year, for example, Pier 80 is a client of ours years round. So they're using that venue to do these huge parties. And then you have these, promoters we partner with early on, like Medium Rare that does Shaq's Funhouse, Sports Illustrated. They're the biggest in the game. And they found this really great lane with these Super Bowl parties. And they do them every single year. And we've been partnering with them since day one.
Why is it so important to have these parties, the weekend of lives, especially? I know a lot of them on Fridays, but especially Saturday night, the night before the Super Bowl.
I mean, look, Super Bowl is a big party itself, right? You got the halftime show and all that. So there's a lot of people entertaining people. There's locals that want to have fun. I think it's great for the NFL to have a vibrant city. It's great for the cities to have a vibrant city. The demand is there, and when you have big name celebrities like Shaq, or you have huge global artists like Calvin Harris doing really cool VIP experiences, I think is something that people are really interested in.
How did you get started in doing this? I mean, so like, growing up, I mean, you probably went to college and stuff, but how did you filter or venture into this, doing this type of stuff?
I mean, I love live entertainment, and I'm also a tech guy, right? I like, I've always built technology companies. This is not my first.
I'm in the right city for that.
Yeah, and I found there's a gap when it comes to at scale premium live entertainment ticketing. I'm sure everybody would probably agree that there's a lot to be left on the table there, a lot to be desired, should I say, and we decided to do something about it.
Why? Well, in your opinion, especially with the parties over there, but why do you feel like Super Bowl tickets are so expensive these days?
I mean, look, part of it, there's various components. Supply and demand is one, right? I mean, it's just a hot ticket. Everybody wants it. You only have so many, and it's one of those like once in a lifetime experiences. But then outside of that, and something that we're really trying to help is, legacy ticketing systems that actually operate these big scale events aren't very efficient, right? And they don't always give a fair shot for the average people. So we have some tools and ways to really help that out.
Now, if you're a fan, how do you feel like, when you see a lot of these parties are going on, how's the fan experience of these major sport events change for you, in your opinion?
What was the question when you go to?
No, how has the fan experience at major sporting events changed, in your opinion?
I mean, it's getting better and better, right? It's getting crazy. I mean, it's becoming the game itself isn't even the full spectacle, right? The halftime show and the parties before, the parties after, and pyrotechnics. And, if you go to a modern stadium, like, for example, Intuit Dome, if you've been there, I mean, it's incredible. Just the in-seat games with, like, you have a video game controller and